Thank you so much for joining us this Sunday evening. I'm Kimberly Kravitz. In the event of an unsafe situation where they would not want to send a SWAT operator, they rely on this robot to get the job done. So I learned so much today in class, but one thing that jumped out at me was that it can take just 3 to 5 minutes for a person with a critical wound to bleed out and die. So how can you best prepare yourself in an emergency situation?
Generally speaking, this would be big enough to get around a limb. So
and that's what we have
That's
here.
what we have here.
So we're going to have about 4 inches from the wound, you said, right?
Yes, between 2 to 3 inches above the wound.
And keep the workspace in the front. You're about 1/3 of a mile away from the home on Cedar Hill Road that is on fire, a single-family home in this section of Harding, not far from Morristown. As you can see behind me, the road is lined with fire officials, EMTs, and PSE&G. In the neighborhood of Roselle, many are in mourning.
Roselle community is definitely crushed into pieces.
A mother and child are left for dead days before the child's 10th birthday. Atasha Scott, the sister of the homeowner, claims the girl's uncle, the homeowner's brother, who had been ordered to leave the home, killed his niece and sister-in-law with an axe, and that the homeowner found both dead when he got back from work on Wednesday.
My nieces went downstairs after they woke up in the afternoon, and they went into her room, and they saw stuff in the room. And they called my brother and said they can't open their mother's room door.
We're talking about 3,000 students that may not have transportation to school come the fall. Okay, pedestrian, please cross. And a smile doesn't hurt, right?
Tell them have a nice day.
Absolutely, and it is quiet. We came out here early on a quiet street on purpose because I simply don't know what I'm doing just yet. But the neon lets everybody know, whether it be, you know, those dark days in the winter, when it starts to get dark early, when school is coming out. Why would you come from Nebraska to New Jersey? And I appreciate the hustle, but what is so special about this place?
We just love what Jimmy does, and we want to hand over little Jimmy to big Jimmy.
Business venture means so much more to Mr. Beast than a burger.
Well, yeah, Beast Philanthropy. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot going on, but right now, my main focus is just making sure everyone out there is happy.
Newark is rocking, and this is the final time that New York and New Jersey will meet here in the last of this playoff series. So the whole reason that we're here is to feed the sea turtles. So it's something new for me, so Colleen, you're gonna have to kind of work me through this.
So loggerheads eat mainly a meat diet, so we have some mackerel in here for her today, and everyone has to eat their veggies, so we have a few of those in there as well.
Form-wise, so it's like if I'm bringing it in.
It's suspension training, you need to take it back so that you have gravity on your body weight.
Yes.
And then you pull
and just
it up.
Always keep that core engaged. It's on 36 acres of all this land, and it includes hiking trails. While we were coming from Morristown, it was not pretty. Things were sticking, things were accumulating, and we were spinning. So we decided to come back south to see how drivers would feel on the road. Just a terrible story in this neighborhood of Brick, where at least 2 dogs were deceased due to inhumane conditions in this very home behind me. 40,000 bags at a time can come off of this at a given time, where they're checked, weighed, and x-rayed. Christmas chaos. They are expecting anywhere from 13 to 14,000 people visiting this weekend.
It's like a sensory overload of the holidays. Like, that's what it feels like.
The trees and the lights and the smells and it's a lot of like moms and daughters in matching sweaters.
It's been nearly a year since Eileen's Bound Brook home was devastated by Hurricane Ida. But now, all thanks to the Raritan Valley Habitat for Humanity and State Farm, she'll be returning to a newly renovated home. Woo! And that was just a taste. Make the trip to Tree Escape and see it for yourself.